Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of HeroTalk, the official weekly podcast for Rooter Hero Plumbing. This is episode 5. Flying solo once again with my Dixie coffee cup and my whiteboard background. Today, we're going to be talking about something special, and we're going to make it quick. How you do anything is how you do everything. So, what does that mean? So, the way that you handle small things, small tasks, small responsibilities is the way that you do the bigger tasks, the bigger responsibilities, the critical things that you must do. So, what are some examples of those small things? 1, picking up after yourself, right? If you get a dish dirty, do you just leave it in the sink for a week, or do you wash and put it away right away? When you go to the store and you have a shopping cart, and after you unload whatever it is you bought into your car, do you kick the shopping cart up on the curb, or leave it in the space next to you, or do you return it to the cart corral? Stuff like that. So actually, one of my biggest pet peeves is when you do go to like a grocery store or market or anything like that, and you find a spot that you can park in, and then no, there's 3 shopping carts right there leaving it so that you can't park, and the corral is like 2 spots away. Just one of those things. But how you deal with those situations, how you deal with those different tasks is exactly how you're going to deal with the bigger ones, the ones that matter, the ones that, well, the ones that will get you further in life. So you have to drill down and actually accomplish those little tiny things, those little tiny tasks that everyone has to do. The more you drill down on those, the better off you're going to be when it comes to something critical. So how are you going to accomplish your life goals if you can't return a shopping cart to the corral, right? How are you going to accomplish your life's ambitions if you can't do the dishes? How are you going to fulfill your life's purpose if you can't do the small things that you're supposed to do every day, right? That's the crux of everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. So, do you cut corners when on a project or when you're having to do something? And the corner that you cut really wouldn't make a difference, but it would be the right thing to do, right? So, that's the question that I'm going to give to everybody here is how do you handle the small, seemingly insignificant things that just need to be done, right? Do you put it off? Do you cut that corner? Do you just leave it for someone else to do? The more you do that, the more it's going to seep into the bigger aspects of your life. And soon you'll find yourself cutting corners on the things that do matter. And when you cut corners on the things that do matter, that's when those things start to fall apart. And that's not cool for anybody, especially not for you. So, why would you cut corners on anything? Especially when these little small insignificant tasks don't take much time, and they don't take any time at all. They're just easy, small, little tiny things that you can do to make your life easier and better in the long run, and plus maybe make someone's life easier as well. So that cart pusher at the store doesn't have to go around to all the different spots when they can just go to the corral, which makes it easier for the customers to get a cart because the carts will be more readily available inside the store, right? Why make someone else do your dishes when you're the one that dirtied them, right? Like, especially if it wasn't part of a meal. Let's say it was a snack, right? You got home and made yourself a bologna sandwich and left the plate on the counter, right? Or you keep on pushing out, taking out the trash, right? So it just piles up and gets a little gross after a while, when you could have just brought that trash out when you had filled the container or the bag, right? It's the putting off of stuff, the little things, that's really going to affect everything else. And there's a few ways around that. One, be conscious about it. That's not the word, but you know what I mean. So be mindful of the little things. Keep them going. Keep them in the front of your mind, right? Oh, I should return that cart. Oh, I should do that dish. Oh, I should follow up with this customer. Oh, I should follow up with the office to make sure everything's turned in, right? So, and then on the flip side, making sure everything is turned in so that the office people can do their job, so that you can do your job, so that nothing is interrupted, and cool, everything's kosher now, everything's good. So, but again, how you do anything is how you do everything. And sometimes that's hard to believe, sometimes that's hard to wrap your head around, but it is the absolute truth. How you do the small things translates into how you do the big things, and nobody likes anybody that cuts corners on the big things, and you won't like it either. So this has been Hero Talk. Have yourself a great day. Goodbye, heroes.